Ahoy pirates! In this video, I will explain what I thought and how I decided during the Hourglass game. If you haven't watched the first video, I suggest you start there. I leave the link in the description. Enjoy the video.
He got up with the sails raised already, which is weird. That's why I record this.
I go to repair my mast as soon as my opponent starts taking chain shots. Let's pay attention to the fact that my opponent still has 0 accurate shots. This is an indication that he is using unnecessary chain shots since there is no pressure on my ship yet. In this video, I will try to talk a little more about which balls you should use when and where you should aim under which conditions. I would also like to ask you to pay attention to the fact that my opponent's ship constantly loses the angle. Because as I mentioned in the first video, when it comes to solo PvP, angle is everything. Notice that the number of successful shots is 3 when my opponent decides to throw chain shots again. Since I hit my first cannonball before him, the water level on his ship is probably higher. Also, here again my opponent is about to lose the angle. I decide to take advantage of this and use chain shots. I hit the mast here. From now on, I want you to constantly follow where I'm hitting. Once I have the mast, I will aim for the sides of the helm to prevent him from catching it. When he switches to cannonballs, I will aim for the cannons so that he does not damage my ship. I will also try to aim at his wheel as soon as possible to prevent him from maintaining the angle. Here I see my opponent is on the lower deck. Also, his ship has no angle. This is a good opportunity for me to repair my ship and prepare for board.
I got him both side pressure, so you can repair. Suck. Thank you, Highway.
Note that I will not throw away the water in my bucket here. We will use it while boarding a little later.
Let's go for a swim.
Always try to reduce the opponent's health by using Blender Bomb before boarding. Maybe you can even have your opponent do a backsplash. As soon as I boarded his ship, the first thing I did was pour the water in my bucket onto the rival ship, as the opponent might hear me climbing and attack. Secondly, before attacking my opponent, I also drop his anchor so that even if he kills me, he cannot move his ship away. Before moving on to the last part, I wanted to remind you that I put a serious effort into editing these videos and that you can simply subscribe to support me.
We got instantly gone.